This glacier holds the key to our planet's future. Welcome to the channel. Have you ever heard of the Doomsday Glacier? Probably not, but you should. It's not science fiction, it's real. It could change life on Earth forever. Deep in Antarctica lies Thwaites Glacier. Scientists call it the Doomsday Glacier because if it collapses, it could raise global sea levels by up to 10 feet. That's enough to swallow entire cities like Miami, Shanghai, and Dhaka. But here's the terrifying part. It's melting faster than anyone expected. Satellite data shows giant cracks spreading through the ice like fractures in glass. Beneath it, warm ocean water is rushing in, eating it away from the inside. Scientists say it's hanging on by its fingernails. It will be sudden, unstoppable, and global. Think about it. More than 6 billion people live along coastlines. Cities like New York, London, Karachi, and Sydney, entire regions could face catastrophic flooding. Trillions of dollars in infrastructure could be wiped out, millions displaced. But here's the twist no one talks about. The Doomsday Glacier isn't alone. It's the cork holding back an entire chain of ice sheets. If it collapses, others could follow. That means not just 10 feet of sea level rise, but potentially 20, 30, even more over the coming centuries. Some scientists even warn we may have already passed the tipping point. Others still believe we can slow it down by cutting emissions, shifting to renewable energy, and preparing vulnerable cities. But time is running out. The Doomsday Glacier is cracking. The question is, will humanity act in time? Or will future generations inherit a planet where the maps we know no longer exist? Because if Thwaites falls, the world changes forever. Now let me ask you a question. How much do you think global warming has already changed our planet? 1 degree, maybe 2? Well, here's the thing. Since the Industrial Revolution, we've only raised global average temperatures by about 1 degree, and that little change has already caused extreme weather events like hurricanes, floods, and droughts to rack up $270 billion in damages. And that was just last year. If we don't act now, by 2050, weather-related disasters could cost us over $1 trillion annually. So what if we could prevent that? What if we had the power to stop climate change before it changes everything? When Thwaites Glacier collapses, it could trigger a domino effect, setting off other glaciers to melt and unleashing massive amounts of fresh water into the ocean. This could disrupt ocean currents, affecting global weather patterns for decades. Rising sea levels would inundate coastal cities. Entire nations could be submerged. Imagine iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower or the Great Wall of China underwater. Can you see how urgent this is? The problem is this. Most countries aren't doing enough to prevent it. Even though we know what's at stake, global emissions are still rising. In 2022, they hit a record high. The top 10 emitting countries are responsible for 75% of the global total. But who are the biggest polluters of all? Just 100 companies are responsible for 73% of global greenhouse gas emissions. They include major oil producers like Saudi Aramco, Exxon, and Chevron, but also car manufacturers, banks, and even airlines. So what can you do? First, stay informed. Keep learning about climate change and how it affects our world. Next, make your voice heard. Demand that leaders take action to protect the environment. And third, support organizations that are doing the same. Together, we can still go down a different path. One where humanity doesn't just survive, but thrives in a sustainable future. In the end, the fate of the Doomsday Glacier may lie in our hands. If we act now, we can still slow it down. But the time is coming when this ice sheet will collapse. We can choose to prepare or pretend it won't happen. But one thing is for sure, the world will never be the same. This is a turning point in history. Thanks for watching. See you next time.